We're looking at the American Audio Accu Case UNI LTS laptop stand. Right there you have it. Again, this is the American Audio laptop stand. It comes with, of course, the tray, the top shelf, the bottom legs, and you take a look at this. Oh, let's look at the other one. It also comes with the little clamps, so a person can clamp this on a table, a case, what have you. It's got the screws and everything in the bag for that. Another feature I really liked about this one is you can't really see it, but I put a little addition or a little extension on there. The rod that connects the two sides is about so long, and they send 4 little adapters that will allow you to adjust it for width. So it could be about another inch wider, or it could be an inch narrower the way I have it set up. Let's look at the shelf a little bit more. As you can see, the shelf is sitting on top of this rod. You loosen these up and it will actually slide up and down. And in the shelf it has a little hook piece that comes behind. So what it does is it will actually ride on that bolt, and then of course it hooks on, so it's a very sturdy shelf. This technology, or this design, is being used on the Odyssey case also. So you're seeing it on the American Audio and Odyssey, the shelf set up that way. This is a rigid stand. There isn't any adjustment on folding it up or tipping it down. You can adjust the height, you can adjust the placement of the shelf, but you really don't have any capability to fold this up. If you needed to break it down, you would be loosening up the bolts on the sides, these little hand nuts I should say on the sides, and then taking it apart that way. So it's not a quick and easy setup. The shelf itself can also extend. There are 2 little set nuts down here. You can loosen those up, little hand nuts. You can adjust that to the width of the stand. The stand itself, or I should say the tray itself, does not have any kind of a soft non-skid material. What it has is a little lip down here. So if you have a hard drive on here, it can slide down. I like the holes, because if you have a hard drive on there, the air will still be able to move through the shelf around the hard drive and keep it a little cooler. And yet with this lip, it's not going to slide down into your mixer. The top rails on both sides have kind of a rubberish, non-skid material on them, so your laptop and such will be insulated from the metal. And of course, between the little hook on the end here, I should say the little catch on the end, and the non-skid material, your laptop's going to be sitting on there fairly stable. Let's put the laptop on, let's put the mixer underneath, and kind of put it together how it would look at a show. So we have the stand. Our laptop would help if I put it the right direction. Laptop would go, of course, on top. I'm just using the American Audio VMS 4.1 just as an example here. Now what I do like about the American Audio stand is that the legs that go under the mixer are flat. Now some of the other ones you're going to see that they're not as flat, so there could be issues, and we'll try that out. But nice and flat, they fit under. I'm sitting here, I've got my controller, I've got my laptop, and from your angle it looks pretty decent. From my angle, not exactly really happy with it because I can't see my controller. So I'm on a 4-foot table, and I'm going to move you a little bit because you're not going to be able to see what's going on here. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm moving Mr. Laptop closer to the edge, and then I'm moving the controller. Yeah, there you go, you can see that. So now I have control up here, I can see what's going on, and I can see all of my knobs and such on my controller down here. Can see everything laptop, can access it. I'm good to go. Right now I'm about 1 inch away from the front, and the stand itself is maybe about 1 3/4 inches away from the back edge of the table. This must be about a 30-inch table, give or take, what have you, might be somewhere in that ballpark. If that's a problem and you can't have things that close because you have a facade, you might have to look at a stand that can adjust. Again, there isn't any adjustment in this stand. This angle is the angle that you get. So while it's a sturdy stand and the laptop's in there very well, and I can push down on this laptop really quite hard and it's not going to go anywhere, you have to have the space and you have to have the depth. And right here that we were looking at from Accu Case, it's a nice stand. I wanted to talk about those 4 areas in which we were going to kind of grade this on, so we'll go through that. First off, flexibility. The width, I like it that it can expand, wider, narrower, whatever you need with that, and it can also get taller if you needed to, or shorter. So flexibility in that aspect, very happy with this stand. Portability. Here's one of the big downfalls with this stand. Unless you're taking it apart each and every time, this is not a super portable stand because, I'll just show you, you are going to have to carry this around with you. Not that heavy by any means, but it doesn't fold down into a nice portable stand. So that's definitely a drawback. Adjustability, probably not the greatest either with that one because you can't adjust your angles. On one hand, it's much more sturdy, which is our next one. Our sturdy, it's going to get high points for because it is a very solid stand because it doesn't have any of those adjustable joints at the corners. They're all steel. They're all an angle iron down on the bottom and the sides. So it's very sturdy, but adjustability not so great. So this is, of course, from American Audio. It's a very nice stand for the right application. For the guys who don't move around a lot or have the room to handle something like this and want that very, very sturdy stand, I think this would be a great thing for you. For the guys who are doing mobile stuff, maybe something to look at from a different one. But at the price point, at $50 for this guy online, boy, nothing else in the market at that price point comes even close to the capabilities of this that I've seen so far. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News.